Dominate with an extra badge point at 39, and then let them hear you roar with the level 40 reward of Season 4, a Tiger. That's right, the Tiger is back.
Not only that, if you reach level 40 in all 3 previous seasons, hitting the milestone in Season 4 will give you Legend status.
That Legend prize is under wraps for now, but with so many great rewards, we know you'll be...
The bright lights and tall buildings of downtown Los Angeles setting the scene for us here tonight. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Paul George.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Russell Westbrook has passed the great Oscar Robertson for first overall in career triple-doubles. Westbrook says, "I just do what you need to do in order to win. My job is to do everything. That's what I do night in and night out, and nobody else does it the same. Simple as that. Kevin, nobody calls a game like you."
David, you are too nice. Thank you so much. And Westbrook, he is incredible. Thank you, David. And now the Lakers starting group. The 2 megastars are the big men, LeBron and Davis. Russell Westbrook out there with Avery Bradley. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 3. And for the Clippers. Post-tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. Jackson is out there at Bledsoe. And it's George in at the small forward position. Out of experience on the floor tonight, Greg, how does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
Well, Kevin, guys are going to play smart, and they're going to be in position to make plays. So this could come down to just who makes more of the big shots.
Now here's Jackson. Shot clock at 6. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
Now Westbrook, after the missed 3 from Reggie Jackson. Bradley passes to LeBron. Davis dishes to Westbrook. Shoots from 12, and the jumper is good. Westbrook's got the first points on the scoreboard for the Lakers.
Well, it looks to me like he can get this shot anytime he wants. I mean, so confident, so poised, always under control.
George, that's a 2-pointer, and the shot no good, a bit short. And it's Bradley with the ball for the Lakers. James outside, and the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game.
It's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Now, here's Bradley. Westbrook drives in, and the layup's good off the glass. Westbrook's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, this is Westbrook at his absolute best, attacking, getting into the lane, and finishing in style.
George, no good. Here's Horton Tucker, defended by George. Horton Tucker, the pass to Davis. And Westbrook, here we go. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. Westbrook's got 6.
You know, with AD's improved court awareness, when guys on his team get open, he'll find them.
Zubac against Westbrook. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's LeBron. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Dallas.
And he also dominated the glass out there. He hit the boards hard and often.
And so here are the Clippers after LeBron James's miss. Jackson passes to Zubac. That one, no good. And the Lakers take it the other way.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively. This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now, here is George. Really played well against Houston in his last outing. He can't hit that time. Right side Davis. Kicks it out to James. Westbrook passes to Horton Tucker. LeBron against George. And finished off by Davis.
There's no stopping that. AD is too long and strong to bother that alley-oop.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Jackson from long range. Rebound the Lakers. James, the pass to Westbrook. He takes it in. Good, and the assist goes to James. Westbrook's got 8.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Jackson misses. The Lakers on offense. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. And he hits the bucket. He has 6.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here, coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Plenty of heart and hustle in that regard. I mean, they made sure to hit the glass hard and often.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Hartenstein's checked in. And again, no good by the Clippers. Lakers leading by 12 to the inside. LeBron passes to Westbrook. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just a great ball movement.
Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Jackson. The pass to George. Good D by LeBron.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
And we all know what George brings offensively. But it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Jackson with it. Westbrook picks him up. No good from Bledsoe. Here are the Lakers. Really controlling it now with an 18-2 run here. Bledsoe against Westbrook. Passes it to Davis. The kick out to Westbrook. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
Davis dishes to Westbrook. Back to Davis. LeBron trying to free himself up.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
And the Clippers call time here. And as the regular season winds toward the playoffs, Greg, for those teams in the upper half of the standings, how much are they looking at the seeding and their possible opponents?
Well, I don't think most would admit it, but it's human nature to think ahead, trying to map out that route and looking at how it breaks down in the bracket.
A different look for the Clippers. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Marcus Morris. Mann comes in for George. And it's Kennard in for Jackson. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Howard's checked in for Davis. DeAndre Jordan comes in for James. Anthony's checked in for Horton Tucker. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Bradley. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Eric Bledsoe. And the free throw, no good.
You know, at this stage of his career, Jordan not only knows his role, but thoroughly and fully embraces it. He's out there to provide energy and hustle on defense and on the glass.
Stolen by Westbrook. Pass to Anthony. In the corner, Nunn with it. Shoots over Batum. They get it again. Jordan kicks to Howard. Outside Anthony. Jordan trying to free himself up. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Howard.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Now, here's Kennard. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Here's Howard. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Hartenstein. Outside for Batum. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Now, here's Kennard. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. 6 to shoot to end the cold streak. Here's Ibaka. That one misses. And it's the Lakers the other way. Anthony in the corner. He's looking for Howard and finds him. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Great reach that time by Howard. He went way upstairs to throw that one down. Can pretty much get any pass that's around the goal.
Pass to Kennard. And the pass to Mann. And there's the foul. It'll go on Terrence Mann. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Malik Monk, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Nunn looking around. The shot comes out, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now, here's Batum. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. A nice shot by Hartenstein.
And when you leave a man open, Batum finds him. Great feel for the game.
Anthony against Batum. The drive by Anthony. Jordan trying to free himself up. Offensive rebound. Fires for 3. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retaining possession. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers.
The floor for your Clippers, Ivica Zubac.
.141 left here in the opening quarter. Now, here's Monk, defended by Ibaka. Monk kicks to Nunn. 2 on the clock. It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession.
Los Angeles.
And now, let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
LA basketball.
.127 left to play in the first. Mann passes to Kennard. That three off the mark. The Lakers shooting an outstanding 61% in the early goings. Monk. That one, no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Kennard on the wing. Guarded by Jordan. Here's Zubac. Makes it off the glass.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And so it's none with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Monk, the pass to Jordan. Kennard against none. And that one is hammered home.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
So it's the Lakers now. Monk for three. That's good. And so Howard with the assist.
3 points.
Howard's got 3 assists tonight.
Nothing quite as good as seeing Monk shoot that three ball. I mean, fantastic at measuring those long-range shots up and knocking them down.
Out of bounds.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
Coming onto the floor for the Lakers, Trevor Ariza. Kent Bazemore.
One second left. He doesn't hit that one. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And he stands 6'9", but without question, LeBron James is the floor general for his team.
I have the freedom to call sets, whatever I feel best suit our team. I'm a smart, cerebral basketball player. My basketball IQ is very high, and I take that very seriously. So I know what best suits our team, and our coaching staff does as well.
And Greg, for all of his athletic gifts, very few players have thought the game as well as LeBron has.
And they listed him at point guard in his 17th season. But it's all semantics at this point. He's always been the best decision maker on any team he's played on.
And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Ivica Zubac. Baca is out there with Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Mann in at the two-guard position.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. But they're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a three for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. Now, here's Nunn.
Carmelo Anthony.
He had 10 points in the win against Dallas.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Zubats with it. Now Anthony defending. No good from Zubats. The Lakers have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. And he drives in. Nunn can't get it to fall.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Kennard, the pass to Zubats. Can they get it? And the layup is up and in. Zubats has got his third basket of the night.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Passes it to Bazemore. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Clippers ball.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is checked in for Ibaka. Paul George comes in for Nicholas Batum. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Mann. And Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Luke Kennard. A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Davis is checked in for Anthony. LeBron comes in for Trevor Ariza. Horton Tucker's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Avery Bradley in for Kendrick Nunn. And it's George missing. Lakers shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting on all cylinders. Horton Tucker, the pass to Davis. Puts up a three. Cranes the three-pointer.
Horton Tucker.
Horton Tucker's got his second bucket of the night. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. Drops in the layup for two.
George, no stranger to dealing with contact and still finishing the shot.
Bradley against Bledsoe. Bradley can't get it to go. The Clippers have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Bradley against Jackson. Here's Zubats. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Zubats has got 8.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
To the middle. Here's Davis. That shot, no good. Clippers have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you inside, outside, and in transition.
Horton Tucker, the pass to Bradley. Knocked away. Stolen by Jackson. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And it's in there.
And you see Morris aware of his surroundings, getting a good jump down court.
Bradley deciding where to go with it. Inside, here's Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
And how about the confidence right now from Jackson? Not bashful at attacking and drawing attention from there.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And we see teams around the league trying to integrate star veterans with talented rookies. Greg, it's not always easy, is it?
Not at all, Kevin. And a lot of times it becomes a choice between win now or win later. Though the teams with great coaching and development can oftentimes do both.
Hartenstein, he's checked in for the Clippers. So he gets them both.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role.
Trying to get open is Davis, and that one's good. James.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal. And you know what? For me, these dunks show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force he punches it with.
Horton Tucker, the pass to LeBron. There's the feed to Westbrook. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
Assisted.
LeBron's got his 5th assist in this one. Jackson finds George. Bledsoe right side. Outside Jackson. To the paint. Shot clock at 5. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Well, George rising up with great confidence and strength. Threw it down with authority.
Down low, and the dunk by James.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Now here's Bledsoe. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Houston. Pass to Horton Tucker. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to George. There's the triple. Buries it from 3-point range. George has got 9 points in the quarter.
He's starting to find himself out there now. You know, he's taking much better shots here in the second quarter.
Here's Westbrook, and it's blocked. Here's Jackson. An 11-point game for him in the win against Houston. Shot from 12, and that one comes up a bit short. And there's the pass to Horton Tucker. There's the dish to Bradley. Feeds it to LeBron. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
That's his
Par for the course for
foul.
James. I mean, he forces his man to overcommit,
Shooting
gets
for
the
Los
bucket,
Angeles,
and draws the
LeBron
foul.
James.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Lakers.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
You know, it's really been fun watching LeBron evolve his game over the years, and being a fellow Northeastern Ohio guy, I take pride in what he's been able to do. He always seems to find a way to maximize his effectiveness on the floor and adapt to whatever he needs to adapt to be outstanding.
And the Clippers call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Now here's Jackson. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Here's George. And the Clippers miss again. Outside Westbrook. It's Bradley on the wing. Over Jackson. Here's Howard. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Howard's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
And Talen Horton-Tucker is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Mann's checked in for Eric Bledsoe.
Coming onto the floor for your Clippers, Terrence Mann.
Here's Hartenstein. 11 points last game. George, that's a 2-pointer. They grab their own miss, and he goes in for the dunk.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
So it's the Lakers now. After the Clippers pick up 2, it's LeBron with the drive, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Personal foul.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for the Clippers. Batum comes in for George. The Lakers also making some changes. Anthony comes in for Horton Tucker. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Bradley. Free throw, no good for LeBron. Greg, playing most of your career in the 90s, the game has really changed. Less physical, more skilled. But what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. And I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow it.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting just 31% in the game. Jackson misses.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
Here's Anthony. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. And the Clippers making a switch here. Kennard's checked in. Trevor Ariza's checked in for the Lakers. Anthony kicks to Ariza. Clock at 6. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. High post to Ibaka. Got a piece of it. Good D by Ariza. And it's Ariza with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Reggie Jackson.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release and elite score.
And the first one drops. Johnson, he's checked in for the Clippers. That one is no good.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Now, here's Batum. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 1:15 left to play in the first half. Nunn kicks to Ariza. Pass to Anthony. Shoots the three. It's in the bucket for his fourth field goal. Shooting at a 4 of 9 clip.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on. And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Westbrook against Kennard. Westbrook passes to Howard. He dishes it to Ariza. Nunn kicks to Ariza. Here's Howard. The Clippers grab the miss. Ibaka's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Mann. Started by Howard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
The line for 2.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Zubac is checked in for Serge Ibaka. The Lakers also changing it up. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Howard. Ken Bazemore comes in for Trevor Ariza. And Monk's subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And so he makes both from the line.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
None bounce pass. Here's Anthony. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
Carmelo Anthony getting it done for the Los Angeles Lakers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much here with Frank Vogel. Coach, the points coming with regularity in that first half. What's been the key?
We're playing with a high offensive motor. We're screening with physicality. We're cutting hard. We're moving the basketball. We're getting good shots for ourselves.
And it's showing on the floor, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. A stellar first half for Carmelo Anthony. He had 13 points and 1 assist. What'd you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Lakers?
There was no shortage of dimes on this team, that's for sure. Numerous guys displayed good court vision, moved the ball, led to great shots. They're in full control of this game.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
They've been struggling to get shots in general, but down low, they've been paper soft. Hate to say it. Giving up way too many easy looks. They can't protect the rim more effectively in the second half. It's going to be a long ride home.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So the Lakers 5 right now. The two megastars are the big men, LeBron and Davis. Bradley is out there with Russell Westbrook, and it's Horton Tucker in at the small forward.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile 1 block.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
George with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Kicks to Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the baseline. Westbrook pulls it in.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Now here's Bledsoe. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
It was good to see Bledsoe, to me, working in his jump shot, showing that he's more than just a guy who wants to get to the rim.
Westbrook, no good. Bledsoe outside. Pass to George. Inside. Here's Zubac. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Westbrook passes to Horton Tucker. Davis dishes to James. Driving to the basket. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
You know, once he takes that first step, LeBron is virtually unstoppable. Raw athleticism gives him the upper hand.
George passes to Zubac. Outside Jackson. Over Davis. And that one hits back iron.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
It's good.
Anthony Davis.
14 points for Anthony Davis.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Now the Lakers on the break. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first personal foul.
The officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And with an 86% free throw average, you can count on him to come through on most trips.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Clippers. And Davis sends it back.
Davis so good with his timing and length to get up and knock shots.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his player on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. DA, thank you. Bledsoe passes to George. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
It just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
And GA, strong work all around, and the rebound and the stuff both. Wow.
Yep, he stayed with it all the way and got his reward at the end.
Here's Bradley after the Clippers pick up 2, and he's good on the 3 ball.
That shot was made possible by the work of Anthony Davis.
James covering. Pass to Jackson. Bledsoe outside. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Zubac. A rebound by the Lakers. Davis kicks to Bradley. Here's Horton Tucker. 6 points for him. Driving the lane.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
On the wing, Jackson. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Bradley. Dishes it to James. And the 3 off target. Clippers have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. And George kicks to Bledsoe. Outside Jackson. Rebounded by the Lakers. Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Horton Tucker. Guarded by Jackson. Horton Tucker. The pass to Davis. Count it. Good.
LeBron
James has got 13 points.
You know, LeBron in the paint, I think, is major trouble for just about every defender. He can power his way to the basket, or he can pass you into being dizzy.
Outside, George. Over Davis. And the Clippers miss again.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
He's guarded by Davis. To the paint. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Both teams will make substitutions.
Coming onto the floor for the Lakers,
looking to end the run. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Lakers have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. The pass to Bradley. Now Davis. 16 points for him. Just 5 to shoot. Horton Tucker off the mark and a bad shot there. The Clippers shooting 28%. A rocky performance for them offensively. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Such a versatile offensive threat. Morris draws his fair share of fouls.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
2 shots.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, and the other thing that they've done well is they've really attacked the gaps of the defense with quick, decisive drives down the lane.
And the first one at the line is good.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a little. Surprising, given that Morris is a solid shooter and a pretty good defender and rebounder.
And the Lakers making a change here. Jordan, he's checked in for Davis. Howard comes in for LeBron. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Horton Tucker. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Bradley. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Lakers shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Anthony, no one around. No good with the triple. Here now, the Clippers. And here's Kennard. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Nunn wide open. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
Hey, you can't forget about this now. Rondo's averaged double-digit assists multiple seasons. As good a passer as any in this league.
Here's Hartenstein. He has 6. Passes it to Mann. Here's Kennard. Just 5 on the clock. And he makes that one. Hartenstein's got 8 points.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Now here's Rondo. Tight defense on him. And it's the Clippers with the ball to the middle. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Dwight Howard.
And Batum, a very good free throw shooter. Smart of him to seek contact.
The Clippers have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
2.
Free throw good, Nicholas Batum.
You know, Nick Batum, out of France, taken 25th in the 2008 draft. If there was a redo, he's a lottery pick.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Ibaka's checked in, and the Lakers also making a change. Malik Monk, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. Both good from the line that time.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Anthony's shot is off. The Clippers shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. Here's Hartenstein, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul. Fourth
The
team
Clippers
foul.
have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8
Isaiah
makes.
Hartenstein at the line for 2.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And he knocks down the first one. The Lakers making a switch here. Ariza's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. And Nunn has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, here's Monk. He's tightly guarded. To the inside. Here's Anthony, and he uses the glass on the layup. Anthony's got 15.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo, overpowering the D and still finishes.
Kennard finds Batum. Here's Mann, guarded by Jordan. Back to Batum. Over Ariza. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Monk's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Ibaka, the pass to Mann. Kennard on the wing. Covered by Anthony. Pass to Ibaka. Basket, good. Ibaka's got his second bucket of the night.
Powerful move there by Ibaka, getting around the tough defense
2 minutes
and
remaining
finishing.
in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
Here's Nunn.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Offensive rebound. Hartenstein.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up Greg with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
Got a pigeon on that one. Easy money right there, fellas. Going old school on you young fellas. Look that up, pigeon.
Jordan can't get it to go. The Clippers shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. Here's Ibaka. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Ibaka's got his third basket of the night right there.
And offensively, Ibaka's been spending more time out on the perimeter, but watching him work inside there, you realize that may still be his bread and butter.
Now here's Anthony. 15 points in the game. It's blocked. There's 47 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Mann. Monk defending. Batum against Anthony. Now here's Batum. He's guarded closely. Excellent D there from Anthony. "16 seconds left in the third quarter. Jordan trying to free himself up, and again, no good by the Lakers. Pass to Hartenstein. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Open jump shot off the mark. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We come back right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Justice Winslow. Kennard is out there with Johnson. And it's Hartenstein in at the center. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Good on the bucket.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
It's good.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Well, Clark, with the success of the play-in tournament, Commissioner Silver pushing for a mid-season tournament with the winning team earning $1 million per player.
You know, Kevin, adding additional games I think would be a challenge. I'm not quite sold on that, but I do know that $1 million would incentivize role players. The question is whether or not star players would be as motivated to add more games in the middle of the season. Well, you can see Monk's growth in operating in the pick and roll, getting better at taking advantage of what's available.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Isaiah Hartenstein. That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Los Angeles, Trevor Ariza. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Trevor Ariza.
The well-seasoned Ariza continues to make a difference. I mean, this veteran is a reliable scorer and a quality defender.
Zubac is checked in for Hartenstein. The Lakers also with a sub. Rondo's checked in. Both free throws good from Trevor Ariza. Well, Greg, for those of us who have never played in the league, what's it like traveling all over the country over the course of a long regular season?
Come on, Kevin. I bet you had a nice J back in the day. But seriously, it's a whirlwind tour, man. Sometimes you don't even know what city you wake up in. And I can tell you there have been many times where I've gone back to the front desk complaining because my key didn't work, and only to find out I was using the wrong key.
Now, here's Ariza. There's the pass to Bazemore. Over Johnson. Hits the front of the rim and out. Clippers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Winslow's shot is off. And it's Ariza with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Rondo on top. Zubac defending. Lobs it up for Jordan. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Boy, Jordan is an alley-oop specialist, a big target with strength and bounce.
For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
He's covered by Bazemore. Kicks it to Johnson. Great player movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting.
So it's the Lakers now after the Clippers pick up 2. Here's Ariza. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Justice Winslow.
And, you know, the length of Ariza is tough for defenses to deal with. Amazing watching him draw contact while getting into a shot.
Shooting 2.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. And the Clippers making a switch here. Bledsoe's checked in, and the Lakers also making a change. Howard's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Both free throws good from Trevor Ariza. Clippers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Passes to Winslow. A floater. He lays it in.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Lakers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Pass to Monk. To the paint. Here's Howard. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Assist from.
And it's 8 points for Dwight Howard.
You got to make a quick decision after you set the screen, and Dwight Howard knows exactly when to roll after the screen.
Driving in, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
Now, here's Ariza. 6 on the shot clock, and the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's his first foul. And in this era of player empowerment, Clark, do you think star players have ever had more leverage than they do today?
No question they have not. With social media, the platforms players have been able to build, the following the NBA has, not just domestically, but globally, all of that has converged to give players a significant amount of power. And not to discount the fact that players are more aware and educated in so many of the business aspects of the game than I've ever seen them, and that's an encouraging sign from my perspective.
Clippers with the ball after the miss from Malik Monk. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Trevor Ariza. That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for LA, B.J. Boston. 2 shots.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
That one is off. Good on the second free throw. And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league. But who was the toughest matchup for you when you played?
Oh, man. You know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better, and that was always a challenge. Don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with, and my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position.
2 shots.
That free throw missing. And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both. Rondo against Bledsoe. And again, no good by the Clippers. Lakers have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Rondo against Bledsoe. That one a little long. The Clippers shooting it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. From the arc. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Bazemore passes to Rondo, and the rejection by Zubac. Johnson in the corner. Bledsoe outside. Zubac against Howard. Into the lane.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stop.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up. You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. Sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Clark, we know injury prevention is a huge aspect for teams, and it seems like training staffs hold a lot more weight than they did in the past.
I think you're exactly right, Kevin. No doubt about it, and for good reason. I mean, the medical staffs include doctors and trainers and physiotherapists and the like, and they really have enhanced what goes into preparing players for their seasons throughout their careers, and it's become more precise, it's better. Yet there are still going to be injuries, but the treatment and care players get now, I think, is platinum level across the league.
Now here's Bledsoe. Dwight Howard missing his last shot. They get a hand on it. 5 to shoot. Not enough on that one as it misses.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Foul, Clippers. Justice Winslow. That's his 3rd personal foul. 4th team foul. Shooting for Los Angeles, Trevor Ariza. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for the Clippers. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And Greg, with recent legal results, more opportunities now for compensation for college athletes. Do you like it?
I do. I mean, there's enough money going around. I don't have a problem with the athletes getting a share, especially with the amount of time and effort and energy they have to commit. Let's take care of the guys. Let them enjoy the collegiate experience.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Shots good by Bledsoe.
Love how Bledsoe mixes it up. I mean, proving how dangerous that floater of his can be.
Now, here's Howard. Lakers passing it around. Oh, and the dunk by Ariza.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfect.
Bledsoe with it. Johnson surveying the floor. Goes up the baseline. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his 3rd personal
It's
foul.
on Dwight Howard.
3rd team foul. At the line for your Clippers, Keon Johnson. At the line for 2.
Two shots.
And that one falls for Johnson. And Johnson drops them both. And Greg, the league's in a great place for talent. So many incredible players just entering their primes. You excited where the league is right now headed?
Oh, my goodness, Kevin. Guys like Devin Booker and Luka Doncic, Donovan Mitchell. I mean, the list goes on and on. And a lot of these youngsters carrying their teams to great heights. Impressive to watch.
Rondo, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Now, here's Monk. Justice Winslow missing his last shot. Monk kicks it to Bazemore.
2 minutes remaining.
Back to Monk over Johnson. The shot by Monk is no good. The Clippers shooting about 33%, not happy with their play on that end. There's a minute 47 left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Ibaka. The Lakers with the rebound. Howard's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And after a number of battles over the course of this season series, this victory tonight is going to finish them off with an advantage of 3-1 on the year against the Clippers.
And what a huge standout performance it was
for Davis.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Mann's checked in for the Clippers. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Here's the three. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Now, here's Monk. He's guarded by Johnson.
Malik Monk. That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Winslow, the pass to Ibaka. Johnson outside. His three-pointer's off the mark. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Here's Howard. They could use a bucket. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
3-second violation. LA basketball.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Mann. Over Ariza. Can't connect from 13 feet out. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony, a great team victory. What was most satisfying to you about the win tonight?
We just played hard. We just played for each other. The ball was moving, wasn't sticking. And, guys made the right plays. And that's what we've been doing all night, all season. And I'm just glad we came out with the win.
Well, it was a great win, man. Appreciate your time. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. See you later.